So yeah, we are leaving this place now, and before that we need to talk about the gear that we are using, because I have gotten a lot of questions from you guys about the gear that I use. Let's go to the garage now, and Adrian and I will tell something about our protective gear and the jerseys and the pants that we use.
Oh, I'm there.
Yeah, you are there. We are all there.
Hello, Aleksi.
Hello. So yeah, about the gear, where should we start? From the boots?
Yeah, you should go with the boots.
I have been using these Alpinestars Tech 7 boots for, I can't remember even how long, but
Maybe 2 years now. You have them for 2
yeah,
years?
maybe 2 years, because the soles on the bottom, they are pretty worn,
Yeah.
and this joint is broken,
Oh man.
as you can see.
Wow, what happened there? Did you crash or
No,
it just
no.
broke like that?
It just broke, and the other one, both are broken,
Yeah.
and they wear out pretty fast.
Ah, okay. How long after you started to wear them that this happened?
Maybe let's say 30 hours.
30 hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's super fast, man.
And same with this
Mm.
toe section. This started to tear after maybe 10 hours or something.
I noticed that's an Alpinestars on this model. I've noticed on other riders,
Yeah.
they were complaining about the same stuff.
Yeah.
So it's not just this pair of boots. I think it's
Yeah.
it's a common fault on this model.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the buckles are really good.
Yeah.
They work always, and they are durable. They don't bend that easily,
Yeah.
and these are really comfortable boots, and they are on your feet, and yeah.
I test them just one time before I bought mine boots, but I felt that my legs. I like to have my leg a little bit more smoother.
Okay.
It has to be much more softer and to
Okay.
allow me to move more my leg. So
Okay.
for me it was not fitting that good.
Okay. Yeah, this needs some braking.
Yeah.
You need to break this in like
Yeah.
a little, so that they get more flexible. But these aren't that flexible. Like
What was the cost for these boots? I don't remember.
250 euros.
This is a 250 euro boot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's yeah.
And let's put it like that. You pay 2,050 euros and it lasts
1 year
1 year.
maximum. Yeah.
Yeah, that's maximum 1 year. So basically, if you ride a lot, you should change your boot
Mhm.
1 year.
Mhm.
At the beginning of this season, I bought the Fox.
Yeah.
This thing.
Yeah.
Really nice, comfortable boot.
Mhm.
I choose the boot because they are super comfy.
Mhm.
When I put them in first time in my foot, it was like the first hours of 3-4 hours. I was not feeling that they are the most comfortable, but after wearing them one day, then I really the boot really started to act like super good and super smooth and super soft.
Okay.
These boots are having like 200 hours. I put these 200 hours like in 6 months, so that's a lot of riding.
Yeah.
As you can see here, the plastic has started to eat from the foot peg.
Yeah.
So wherever I go with my foot in some riverbed, that the whole water is going inside from this part.
Okay.
Then I had this one. It started to break from this side, and here inside a little bit of the material started to come off on this one.
Mhm.
But on the other one, I had a little much bigger surprise that the whole part started to destroy.
Yeah.
And when it's raining, if you don't have the pants that goes over the boot and you have the normal pants, then all the water is coming inside from here, and you have all your feet full of water. And here, again, as you can see, the corners are eaten. The straps.
Yeah. Buckle.
That's a strange discussion, because sometimes this screw it's unscrewing, and you need to check them once in a while.
Okay.
Because on this one, I already lost this part.
Okay.
And I didn't look on their website to see how much the cost is
replacement,
for that. But as you can imagine, this is a 500 euro boot. So yeah, for 200 hours, I don't know, guys. If you think how much you are riding, you can count the hours.
Yeah.
But
So would you recommend the Fox boots?
yeah, yeah, I would recommend them because my gear dealer, we made a agreement. He's a good guy, and I was going a little bit tensioned to him and presenting the boots, and he said, "Hey man, that's 200 hours. So you are riding a lot, but not many guys are riding 200 hours in 1 year." So he said, "Okay, I'm gonna make you a deal, and for the same, I'm gonna give you a discount for the second pair of." So I get a good discount for the second pair, and I have the same model. The color is not what I wanted, but that was on stock, and these are having now like 70 hours. I'm at the 70 hours, 80 hours now with these ones. I'm happy because they are super comfortable. I have to have very comfortable boot, and when you wear these boots, they are feeling like you are wearing your sneakers. So that's why I choose them, because I need that.
That's important.
I need that. That's super important for me. So if you're looking for a super comfortable boot, I highly recommend the Fox Instinct model. Then could be another, you know, maybe other guys don't like that these parts are not so hard and not soft, but I like a soft boot. So it depends what type of boot you like to wear. Okay. That's my opinion.
So those are, what is the price point?
It's 500 euro.
500 euro.
Yeah, that's a 500 euro boot. So yeah.
About the knee braces that we are using. I've been using this Mobius now from the summer.
Okay.
Previously I had the lead.
Ah, okay.
The C-frame, the only with
I can remember that.
One side, but I had a lot of problems with.
Why?
With it didn't last. All the hinge, the joints, they were all getting loose, and they didn't last. Like in my use, I had to like replace them every now and then. And after changing the Mobius, I haven't had any problems with the knee braces, because these are like, I think these are well thought out.
Yeah, I can see that.
This is like a complete package. I have heard that this cable can broke.
Yeah.
You can break the cable, but I haven't had any that kind of happen to me. And these are really comfortable on my feet. If you compare it to the lead, for example, the lead wasn't that comfortable.
They look good, and they are have this rough feeling, like plastic.
They are not maybe the lightest, but they are protecting your feet.
Yes, I can see that.
And it's like all the inner material that is.
I like that feeling of this inner material. I like how it feels on your skin.
Yeah, and it is comfortable.
Yeah.
I've used socks under these always, but you can use this without any socks, because this is so comfortable.
Yes.
And it's easy to replace the inner. You can wash this. Wash this if you want, and there is I haven't had any like rubbing to
your back of the leg.
Back of the leg, because this is so well padded, the whole hinge or this.
I can see you have this system, the straps here that are keeping the elastic one. So I think that's a good feature.
And you have like different kinds of pieces here in the middle, so that you can adjust how much this whole thing moves. And I don't know, this is for the price.
What did you pay for this?
It's around 500 euros.
Wow.
But they are, to me, they feel like it's worth the money.
Okay.
It's definitely worth the money, and I haven't had any issues with them, and maybe 100 hours now.
Wow, that's good. Yeah, that's good.
Total.
For me, it's a very interesting choice that I did. I had, for many years, I was not so concerned about the knee brace, what type or what to wear. I was just randomly wearing some knee braces. And then I started to think a little bit more about this, and I started to test it. but
Okay.
my problem is that I tried a pod,
Yeah.
the 800 euro
Yeah.
version,
Yeah.
and yeah, the guy who sold me, and he told me, you will be enthusiastic about this, or you will hate this.
Okay.
He told me that
There is
that's
two types of
two types of
customers.
customers for that. So then I randomly choose different type of knee braces because he provided me, and I tested like for 1 day, and then I could bring them back.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I choose a very, very cheap version that I'm using them now from 2 years.
Okay.
These are the Tor,
Okay.
and I paid 150 euros or something like that.
Okay.
And that was my last choice. He said, you know what, you should try this. And I say, yeah, but these are so cheap and so, I don't know. And he said, you know, this is your last chance to test. I don't know what to offer you anymore, because I was not feeling it. I was not used to the feeling. And so basically I'm using this Tor. They are like semi
like hardcore version of the knee pad.
yes, this is a semi version, this is like a light version, and I really like how they are bolt here. They are super light, as you can you can feel them. They are super strong, because this part, because of my pants are always breaking on this part. This part I had some crashes in, and some that it's scratched here. I feel them so good on my skin all the time, and the interior, it's so nice and so soft and so smooth. That and what I like the most, the very wide capture on the leg. And it feels like attached to my leg, and I don't feel them. It's like I don't feel them, that I have them on my legs.
So they are comfortable.
Super comfortable.
Okay.
This is super comfortable. This is a super cheap product, in my opinion, that really does the job. And I had speaking with some friends of mine that are doing motocross, and they are of course using pod and expensive stuff.
Braces,
braces. But some of them, they are using the same product because they said for them works. So okay, if you have a hard crash or a bad crash, I don't know. I don't know how they gonna last. But
and how your knee is gonna last.
How my knee is gonna last. But doing hard enduro, you don't get
speed.
Too much speed. You get speed in some sections, and that's it. But most of the time you crash on some log or some rock or something, and they did the job all the time. So they have like 600 hours now. This because
there is not much that can break.
No,
that is the beauty of this, I think.
Yes,
because I started with this as well. Back in the day, and I remember like going second pair after 300 hours. I should change it to the second pair, because in winter this is hard plastic. And you can break it easily.
Okay.
But
in Finland,
when it's cold, but in otherwise these are really like comfortable, really cheap.
Big surprise, I would say.
And they are protective. I never had any issues with like if I crashed or anything.
The only thing that I noticed lately now, and I'm thinking now to buy a new pair, and I'm gonna go for the same. I don't know. This may sound like
you have spares then when if you do the same, if you go with the same, you can use. I don't know if these are.
Yeah, but I'm gonna keep this to have like for spare here if somebody needs them. But what I've noticed after so many hours, the material inside a little bit starts to have some usage, and I can feel it. They start to move a little bit now. They start a little bit to move, and I always have to put the straps more and more, and then it's a little bit not so comfortable for my leg. But I will buy another pair, and I will go for the same. They really did the job. It's not about the cost, because it's my knees, but if I feel good with them, why not? So
That's true.
I highly recommend this for an entry level knee that could
that
doing
is
the job so good.
These are after 600 hours. These are like these are like from the store.
Somehow
all the holes.
The monkey pants.
Nice. Nice, very nice. have only one pair with me today, like for the trip.
What are you usually wearing?
These.
You are always using this.
Yeah.
From how long are you using these pants? I think when we met first time, you still had those,
Yeah,
and I think
the
I saw
same.
some footage before, and you still had
Yeah,
those, no?
yeah.
So you are
Since January.
since January.
The same.
The same pants, yeah.
And they are just now starting to explode.
Now they are starting to explode, yeah.
Yeah.
They have seen a little bit of the Carpathian
They have
Mountains.
seen a lot of that, and they have seen winter, they have seen snow, they have seen ice, they have seen...
But it's so interesting, as you can see on all the pants. This is the part that tears apart all the time. The part that should be like
the mesh.
This
The
part
mesh,
should be like more resistant, because most of the time
Yeah.
with your upper body
Mhm.
you are on the bike, so
Yeah.
it's the possibility to break
Yeah.
them. It's not so high, but look, you did it. You you actually did it. So
Mhm.
yeah, you are.
But I think that is from the handle of the...
Yes,
Yeah.
because this material is not that.
No.
Not. I had the same material on my pants,
Mhm.
and as you can see, these are the.
How long have you been using them?
Oh man, this is like 3 months for me.
Mhm.
Only 3 months using.
Yeah.
These are the original
KTM.
KTM pants, and on this side
Yeah.
I start to have this hole. This
Yeah.
is looking like this started to break here,
Yeah.
and on this side it exploded, and again this material it's already broken
Mhm.
here, and this is like 170 €70 or something, and
Yeah.
I choose these pants because I touch them and I feel that as you can
Yeah,
see
that-
they are very tough
one,
material,
yeah.
and I said I will wear these guys when it's raining outside, when it's super
Mhm.
when it's bad weather and
Yeah,
it's a little bit much colder, but doesn't matter, they are still tearing apart.
Yeah.
And in when it was much warmer,
Yeah.
I had the original KTM again.
Mhm.
I really like these pants because of this material up here, and they are
look-
super nice feeling. Yeah, you have a nice feeling when you put them on, but but
There's something missing.
something is missing here. You can put something inside here. This part started to break bit by bit, and while I was riding, I started to have bits flying, and I started to tear them apart. So these are a pair of pants that it's impossible to wear. It's such a good design, and it's such a nice feeling. But as you can see, again, another pair that has a problem down. So we have like 3 types of pair that has a problem down. And this is my last pants, the Alpine Star. This having like 2 months, and I got them from a present from some friends, from some customers from UK, and because at some point I said, yeah, maybe, I don't know, we were buying some cheap products and they were not genuine, and maybe that's the reason why they are breaking. So they said, we're gonna bring you some Alpine Star from UK, and maybe this is gonna work better. But it's only 2 months and the pants exploded. So basically all the pants, they are exploding on the downside. So that's
the knee
that's
but
what
these inside, the
Yes.
leather inside is really tough.
Yes,
can
that's
see it,
better.
that's
And
really-
the only model that I was wearing until now that has this type of material, as you can see, it's much more flexible, and it's type of elastic. It's the best that I had on this side. It's the best one.
That's like
That's
much,
super nice.
That's much thicker than what we have. Like
Yes,
in the Swift pants or
even on the
KTM
KTM ones, and
yeah.
that material is, I believe, it's not good. I know, maybe if you are not riding in,
If you're doing motocross,
if you are doing motocross, that's a super good gear. But if you are doing enduro, where when you touch all the time, when you touch the ground and you go inside bushes and rocks and whatever type of this, they will break. So
that is
but the price for the Alpine Star, I was watching then on the internet, the pants and the jersey were together 160 euros. So at the price of the original pants,
From KTM.
From KTM, you get the Alpine Star together with the jersey.
Yeah.
And the jerseys, I have the.
Yeah.
I have from.
Is there any differences
Yeah,
on the jerseys?
For example, the jersey, this one comes with that pair.
Mm-hmm.
And I bought this because in the summer I really like to have super
cool,
ventilated.
yeah.
And yeah, as you can see, I have just some small breaks, but I think it's normal, and
Yeah.
it was durable. So
Yeah.
that comes with that pants. This much more rough material that is not so breathable. It's
Yeah.
not so
Yeah. Open.
open. This comes with the other pants, the very tough ones. Tough, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, it's still looking proper.
Yeah.
It's still looking good.
Yeah.
But this is not a jersey that you wear when it's hot.
Yeah.
That's sure, because you are
Yeah,
sweating a lot. And the Alpine Star one, it's the one that I'm using now lately, and it's like the middle version of all of these two.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm happy with it at the moment. It's quite elastic, and
Yeah.
so Alpine Star, for not a very high price, I've noticed after wearing this, it's a good mixture of price and quality.
Yeah.
I'm not saying maybe there are a lot of other brands on the market that have the same, but this is what I wear and what I had, so my conclusion is, yeah, it's a good mixture of price and quality of material until now.
It is. I've been using the Shift as well because of they are pretty cheap to buy.
Yeah.
These are only like 70 euros or 60 euros. The pants and the jersey was something. This is really breathable, I think, and it's tough. It's tougher.
Yeah, it's looking tough, yeah.
And still it's breathable. I don't know how, but it's like I haven't had any like I feel cold in this jersey more than anything. But it was like the whole set was 120 euros.
I was looking at some point on the internet. I was aiming for the Klim gear because I heard and I wrote some reviews about Klim.
Yeah.
The prices are a little bit higher, and I'm just thinking, because they are saying that their gear is the best on the market, and probably next year I would like to try the gear to see exactly how it is. But at the end of the day, if you don't use the gear that much, I think the normal gear that you can find on a balanced price, you can use it without any problems. Because if you don't ride, I ride from 7 days of a week, I ride maybe 4 or 5 continuously. So it depends how many hours you want to put in the gear. I think when you choose the gear, you should think about this first.
Yeah, of course.
Not always aim for because it's cheap or it's expensive. It's about what you're gonna do with that gear. I think that's the best way to choose your.
And where you're gonna use it.
And where, of course. If you are doing motocross, you don't need to have the best type of
long lasting.
Long lasting, yeah. You need to think about to be breathable and But if you're doing enduro, then
yeah, there's branches and there's everything.
Yeah, there is a lot of things that can
tear
your gear. So in 1 year I spend a lot of money on my gear. As you can see, they have. There are some money in the gear, so there are some costs with this. So
you have to find the.
Yeah, I'm still searching. Searching. I didn't find the best solution yet, so I hope one day. I want to find that.
So I have this roost card from, I don't know what is the EVS F1. This is the brand, and this is super light. This is not like there is nothing much to that protects, but for me, I have never had an issue with my elbows or my
You never cracked on your elbows?
No.
No, that's strange.
That's really strange.
Yeah.
In a way, but
I don't recommend you that.
Yeah, but this has been with me for maybe this is the 4th year.
Okay.
and this starts to fall apart.
Yeah, I
Kind
can
of.
see that.
Kind of, and there is some tape already used here.
That's some Finnish engineering.
Engineering at work, yeah. But this is like super comfortable to wear. This is breathable. This is not like moving anything.
Yeah, the material inside is like on the feeling. It's a nice soft feeling.
Yeah.
I see this
rivets.
Yeah. What do you think about this? You don't feel them on your body?
No.
Even when you crash?
It's pretty loose. And no, I haven't ever felt the rivets or anything.
Okay.
This is like if you are doing, I wouldn't recommend this to maybe for entry level protection.
Okay.
Because this is not much protection in the end.
Yeah.
But for me, this has been what I've used and
working for you.
It's working for me. So
yeah,
that's maybe when I crash
harder,
then I go with the much tougher one.
So basically, I'm a fan of this type of protections.
Mm-hmm.
But first, I will start with a very cheap version of Thor that I had in the past, and I was using it. This is a entry level and a cheap version of protection that keeps your body, as you can find a lot of this on the market, and they are super cheap. But the problem what I had with these ones, they are super heavy, and it gives you that feeling that you are like a robot on this one. You don't feel like
it's a heavy feeling.
Yeah, it's a heavy feeling. You are not feeling that flexible, and it's simple as that. You feel like a robot. In terms of quality, it still lasts, and I give sometimes to my customers when they are forgetting them gear, and this has like 4 years now. Okay. So look, it's still looking good. It's because of the materials. They are so hard, you can it's no problem with this one, it's that's from this point of view, this is,
you're like a turtle when
this is like ninja style, protection gear.
Yeah.
But then one day I was riding with some friends, and one of the guys had this with him. Okay. And I saw this is a shot, Yeah. And I saw this on him, and this was like 3 years ago. Yeah. And I asked him, hey, would you consider to sell me this? And he said, yeah, why not? And I don't remember the price that he paid for this, but I can remember I paid 50 euro for this. Okay. So now there are 4 years since I'm using this. Okay. And sometimes in the summer I have only one t-shirt under, and then I have this only without any other jersey on it or whatever. And the material, it's so tough. This is so good. Yeah. And the air passes so nice. And as you can feel it, I don't know if you can feel it. This is not a heavy protection. No. You have all the parts of the body, that the knees and the shoulders and the back and in the front. Flexible. Yeah, and it's super flexible. It's super like.
Yeah, everything is like. Yeah, it's flexible, but it's protective.
It's flexible and it's protective. It's not a soft protection, because I crashed many times with this one, and look, the whole back, it's you have the whole spine protected with this one. Yeah. The only thing that it started now a little bit to deteriorate is this, but even this, as you can see, it's still here. Yeah. And to tell you the truth, I'm not considering to change this one. I'm gonna use it even next year, and then and then I saw some products from Lit. I had some guys that they had Lit, and it was similar to this, and it has that compound that when you hit the ground, then it starts to. So maybe in the future I will want to try that to see exactly how I feel.
But they are expensive.
Yeah, but can you imagine the investment and for
the usage, the hours you have had.
Yeah, this is like 4 years now. Just I don't want to count the hours on this, and the rains and the mud and whatever it was, and it's still working. So this is a super good product for a super cheap price that I paid. I don't know in reality what's the price of this.
But I think it's
not very high. I think so, of course. But this really did the job. This really did the job until now. So tell me about your helmet.
Yeah, I've been using this Shoei helmet for the last 3 years.
Oh.
And it's been, I think this old VFX is one of the most iconic in a way. Like many people are using this because of the quality.
Yeah.
This was really expensive, like 600.
Wow.
600 euros almost.
Can I?
Yeah.
Can I? Yeah.
It's not the lightest one helmet, but it's not the heaviest one as well.
Yeah.
And you can see that it starts to look like it's been used.
Yeah, it looks like, but still though.
Yeah, the interiors are really good, in really good shape because I have been washing them quite regularly.
How regular are you washing your interiors, or you
maybe once a week if I ride like 2 or 3 times a week.
Oh, okay. Okay, depends.
So depends on the conditions.
But I can feel the quality of the materials.
Yeah, they are.
It's high level quality.
Yeah, yeah.
And I never looked at your helmet until now.
Okay.
But I'm surprised that to the feeling of the helmet, like.
Yeah, it's different than many others.
Yeah.
Like
that's a surprise.
Yeah, and even the lid, this is super flexible. It doesn't break. And these screws, I have never replaced these screws.
Wow,
they are
that's
original.
nice.
They are original, and this has had the drinking. I have put the hose from here.
Okay.
You can make a hose there, like hose and drink from that directly. Only thing that is now like from the years is this.
Wow.
This part is starting to, because these knuckles.
But I saw that almost all the manufacturers have this problem here.
Yeah.
Everybody has this problem here because
the forehead.
I think it's from the design, because they want to make something that it's easy to take out. But the system that they are using, it's not working. I never seen something that it's really working. Like maybe it works at the beginning when it's new, but after you take it apart 2 or 3 times, then it starts to not to clip back, and it's
but I don't find it like a big problem. Because it stays there, and
it does the job.
It stays there, and it doesn't like flop or anything. And
okay.
And well, it's a nice helmet. It has seen crashes.
Yeah, I can see.
It has seen crashes, and I should replace it like next spring or something.
What do you think to buy?
Maybe the new one, the Shoei, because this has been protecting my brains for so long, and I like this a lot because it's not the best ventilated helmet, for sure, but it's protective. It's really
and it's not heavy. I felt that. Yeah. And the build, the quality of the build is so great. I never had the chance to look on a Shoei off-road helmet. I always had to see the Shoei street versions, and actually for my street bike I had a Shoei helmet, but I never test one of these because I was always using one brand. I was always using the same brand on off-road. So maybe
it's like the Shoei is it's Japanese. They are really they want everything to be perfect, and that's why I count on that.
Yeah, that's an interesting discussion. Maybe we should sometime discuss about Japanese and European stuff, but I think that's not the moment.
No.
This is not the moment.
Yeah.
So I'm using Aero for so many years now.
Yeah.
And
how do you find that?
I have to admit I had some issues at the beginning with this Aero. It's a super light. It's a super light helmet. It's a super comfortable helmet. As you can see, your head is breathing really good. The feeling of the helmet is really nice. But the problem was the quality build, because this part, the plastic part here, after 1 month, it started to come out.
Okay.
So the problem with this is that when this comes out, everything you can see inside the helmet. So I had to glue this.
Okay.
I had
so the
to
glue was getting.
Yeah, the glue was not, and this is a 500 euro helmet. So honestly, I was disappointed.
Okay.
Because after 1 month, you pay 500 euros. This gear is so expensive. You think you want to have like a super cool helmet,
and you don't have to worry anything.
Yeah, you don't have to worry, because in terms of investment, you say, hey, I pay much more now, and then it will last more. No?
Yeah.
But that was one issue, and then okay, if as you can see, this is the helmet that I bought the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
So I had some crashes, but the paint is starting to go.
chip.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I can take some close-up shots.
and the painting is starting to
Yeah.
go. And as you can see here also, and I think this is not what I expected.
Okay.
To tell you the truth.
Okay.
Basically now when I put the hand on your Shoei, and you are using this Shoei from 4 years now, and I'm thinking that I have this from the beginning of the year. Of course there are many hours in this, and maybe much more, but it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know. And then I had a part here that it was a plastic part. When I crashed it,
Okay.
Go away.
Yeah, there was. Yeah. That's
and
great.
this and this part here from the nose, it's always moving, and it
Okay.
has broken.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's great.
again, it's
Small things, but
small things, but
when you put them
yeah,
all together.
and it's moving all the time.
Oh yeah.
It's always moving, this
Yeah.
part somehow. And you know how this is a
Let me try it. This is super light.
yeah, it's that's what you get. You know, it's
Super light.
it's like, you know, it's you have to think well when you buy this helmet.
Yeah.
Maybe some other guys didn't have the problems that I have, but this is
Yeah.
this part. It's still keeping.
Yeah.
It's still keeping. I had some issues at some point when I washed it and put it back, but somehow I fit it back.
Okay.
So it's
How about the screws? Are they?
the screws. It's perfect. I never
Okay.
had any problems with the
Okay.
screws, and yeah. What can
Yeah.
I say?
Comfortable,
Super comfortable, but
small
issues that if you want to live with them, you can live with them.
Of
If you
course.
don't want to live with them, then you change.
Then yeah,
You choose something else.
something else. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm at the moment I have to stick with it.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't want to change it. But when it will start to tear apart, then I have to think to
Something else.
maybe something else. Maybe I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not decided yet.
All right.
But if we are still talking about the helmets,
Yeah. The goggles comes then.
the goggles. This is a big surprise for me. I have to admit that many times I was not wearing goggles.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is a strange thing.
Yeah.
I don't recommend anyone to ride without goggles. That's not professional at all.
Yeah.
I did for some periods without goggles because I had this problem because all the goggles were small
Yeah.
and they were making me this strange feeling on my eyes, and that was it. And then I was wearing
Okay.
some other stuff, and
Okay.
okay. And at the beginning of the year I tried some 100% the brand
Yeah,
some goggles.
these.
That was super nice.
Yeah.
But 1 month ago or 3 weeks ago, I received as a gift these goggles from Antti from Stunfrink's team.
Yeah.
And to tell you the truth, that was really big surprise for me because I'm not
A goggle guy.
I'm not a goggle guy, and I must admit the window is so big, and you can see so wide,
Okay.
and everything is so nice.
Mm-hmm.
I was riding until now only when was dust with these goggles.
Okay.
I liked the nose feature that it's
Yeah.
breathable and it's not.
But it's still protecting you.
It's
no?
still protecting your nose. It was 1 day of riding with rain, and they were not getting the foggy
Okay.
feeling because that's what I don't like about goggles.
Yeah.
It's hard to have those goggles when it's raining to don't have them foggy. Or maybe you have to pay a lot of money to get. Maybe there are some
Yeah.
products on the
Yeah.
market. They are.
Maybe some chemicals you put on.
Yeah,
Yep.
I'm sure that on the market there are products that can do the job, but I
Yeah,
think they are super
yeah.
expensive.
Yeah.
So, yeah, in terms of this, I am mega happy with
Okay.
this.
Okay.
Mega happy
Okay.
with this. What's
Uh,
your conclusion about
Well,
that?
I have used a lot of 100% goggles.
Okay.
I have. I stick to them because somehow they are. As you tried them, they are.
Yeah.
They are kind of wide, and they are pretty cheap to buy.
Yeah.
And they are because for me the goggles they don't last that long as a
Okay.
good like these the foam.
Yeah.
When you use a lot of goggles, they start they don't keep the all the sweat in this foam, and
Okay.
it starts to come to your
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah.
And I found that getting cheaper goggles, this is like the cheapest model of 100%, and just getting a new one when they start to like go bad in bad condition. Because if you only buy the new lens, that's like 20 euros or something,
Okay.
and the whole goggle is 40 euros.
Yeah.
So you can get. I have used this for the whole season
Yeah.
since like January or something.
That's nice.
So this is. They are really cheap. They are really working. I don't have any issues. The only downside is that there is no nose protection,
Yeah.
and I have gotten like a little like bruises to my nose.
Yesterday.
Every time I have been here.
Yeah.
Actually, but it's like. It's one thing that you don't get when you go a little cheaper models, but I don't see it that as a big problem in.
What I forget to tell you that
Mhm.
what I like the most about the quality build on this goggles, I like the fact that you can change it so easy.
Okay.
This is so easy to change the
Okay.
glass,
Yeah.
and you can put a
You
colored glass or a new one, and I think this is a
Yeah.
super
Nice.
good system.
Oh, yeah, that is nice. That is
It's
because
so
it starts
easy,
to-
and as you can see, the plastics and everything is so robust, and you can put this back, and it's so easy to clip it back, and that's a good one. So you don't have to change the whole pair. I will be curious because now I'm wearing them so much. I'm curious how much they're gonna last.
Yeah. That's really nice because that 100% has this traditional way of.
Yeah,
that is
and it's so thin.
yeah.
And this glass is much more.
Yeah, that is true. That
It's
is
much
thicker.
more thicker glass, and it protects better somehow.
That's true. Yeah.
And as you can see the inside, I like this type of the grip because this sticks much better.
This has started to
Yeah.
break, but
And
yeah.
look, this is
Nice.
is really nice.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm happy. Maybe I'm like a kid, because it was a nice gift, but at the end it was really a good product, quality product. That's nice. The bikes. So this may sound strange for you, but my gloves, I'm changing
Yeah, you
2 pair for season.
Yeah, you used the.
And I buy this. These are no-name gloves, bought from a BMX or
Mountain bike.
shop. And I buy these gloves because, as you can see here, I have the
Padding.
the padding, the gel padding. For some of you guys, this may be not comfortable. For me, it's comfortable. It has this breathable side here that is really nice.
Yeah.
They start now to open to make them more breathable, but they have half a season now, so
Okay.
they have 5 months.
Okay.
In my hours, that's a lot, and the price was super good. It was like 25 euros, and these are not breaking at all.
Okay.
This is
So
my
it's
second
holding.
pair. Yeah, it's holding so good.
Yeah.
You have this material here that it's protecting a little bit, not so much, but it's still protecting.
Okay.
It has another small part of gel here, but
Okay.
these are not very thick. It's just enough just to protect.
Yeah.
And as you can see on my hands, I don't have big bruises.
Yeah. You
I don't stick.
yeah,
I don't keep the bike so hard, of course, but
Yeah.
doesn't matter. It's
You don't have.
it's
yeah.
clean.
Yeah.
It's clean.
Yeah. If you compare it to mine,
Yeah.
I have a lot of these.
I can see, but
knuckles.
look, I have in the right position.
Yeah.
I have this gel, so could be
It's working.
it's working. Yeah.
But yeah, I have been using this Shift or the cheapest motocross gloves that I can find.
Yeah.
I like Shift and I like the Fox. I don't remember what is the
name.
Race Paw. I
Okay.
think. Yeah, that is. These are like. I think these are just working really well
Okay.
for the price that they. There is a little padding, or there was a little padding.
There was a little bit. I can feel that.
but these have seen like maybe 6 months or
Oh, okay.
that's what they are used.
Okay, I
a lot,
understand.
and I like that there is this. The padding is on the right spot here on your thumb.
Yeah, when you keep your
Where you keep the, and it's not complicated product, so I like this.
So yeah, this looks nice, but interesting because the material it's feeling so
Strange.
Yeah, it has a strange feeling.
Yeah, but it's stretched and it's something. It doesn't like break. That's strange because I have had a lot of crashes with these gloves and
Yeah.
I have never. The only you see this is the only thing that it has like come down a little is this like rubber.
Yeah. After now discussing about all of this, my conclusion is that at the end of the day, all this gear it's made for a certain
User.
Because it's hard to say you will buy that boot and that's gonna last the whole life, or you should buy that and that's gonna last. So, and then you have to think on the other side. The manufacturers, I think, they are knowing that the normal rider, the normal usage, it's 1 time or 2 times per week of riding.
Yeah.
It's not like 5 days per week riding.
Yeah.
That's different. That's not a lot of guys are getting that. So I'm getting I'm getting that so I can see how they are behaving. But for normal usage that you are riding 1 or 2 times per week, my opinion is that you don't need to spend too much or too low. If you are somewhere in the middle,
fine.
You are fine. You're doing fine.
You don't need any.
It's hard on the internet to see reviews because we were watching a lot of reviews, and the guys are testing a new product, and it's hard to have an opinion on a new product. And when you don't wear that product, when you don't put that in terrain, it's hard to have a real opinion on that. So
that is that's you are talking truth.
It's so hard. I can imagine, you have a new boot and you're looking at that boot, you put in your leg, you wear like 1 hour, it feels good, and what can you say? This is a good boot, guys, buy it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day,
does it last?
Does it last, So I think that's a super important feature to know exactly how much it will last in the end. And as you can see, the manufacturers now these days, they are not putting that much on the quality and the build quality.
No.
It's about a little bit looks. It has to look fancy.
Yeah.
I have to admit sometimes I'm looking on some products and if they are not looking so good, maybe I want to have something that it's looking better a little bit.
Yeah.
So this is what is distracting. Your when you are choosing, you are looking at how it's looking, not how it's built, and it's hard to know exactly how it's gonna last.
That's
so
true.
at the end,
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you for staying with us.
Click that subscribe button.
Yeah.
That was.
You go over to China, 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 China. You take China.
China.
China. I love them.